This is Gordon Fessick from antiwindowscatalog.com, and this is part 3 of a series of safeguarding your Windows 8 Pro PC. This part will show you how to prevent other people from doing what I just showed you in the last bonus part. When I was uploading the video for that part, I was just thinking to myself, deploying can of worms in 3, 2, 1. I just showed other people how to hack people's Windows 8 PCs. So I figured I better do this part. That'll show you how to prevent those people from doing that to you. You might have noticed in the last part that I was using a VMware virtual machine as my test bed for all these little parts. VMware has a BIOS or a firmware that, while it's unique to virtual machines, it actually looks very similar to most generic motherboards, or even a lot of name brand PCs will have very similar settings. So what I'll show you should apply to most modern PCs. First thing we're going to do is restart this PC, and we'll go into its BIOS setup. Depending on your PC, you may have to press a key during the boot up sequence to enter this BIOS setup utility. It's either going to be F2 or delete or something or F10. Check with your motherboard's manual or your computer's manual for getting into here. First thing we're going to do is create a password. A lot of these boards will have a supervisor password, which is used for maintaining the BIOS, much like how Windows has administrator accounts and standard accounts. And then there will be a user password just for being able to start up the PC. We just need a supervisor password for this. Okay. Then we will change the boot sequence. Most of the time, boot or startup will be in a section all by itself. It might be in a different section. Again, check your motherboard manual or your computer's manual. But we're going to change the startup order. We are going to change the CD-ROM so that it has a lower start priority than the hard drives. There we go. Removable devices. While VMware only understands floppy drives, other motherboards will support booting off of USB devices or booting off of network connections. But we're going to make sure that the hard drive is first, and we are going to make sure that the internal hard drive gets preference over any kind of add-on card. Yours will probably say internal SATA or internal ATA or internal IDE or something. Again, check your motherboard manual. In this case, this particular hard drive is the default hard drive for this computer. So now that we've set the boot order, and we have set a supervisor password so no one else can get in here and change these settings later, let us go and save the changes. Now if somebody else wants to get in there, they'll be presented with this password. Escaping will simply bypass that. Now it will no longer try to read from the CD-ROM. When you saw that press any key to boot from CD or DVD, that was coming from the Windows 8 Pro DVD. Now it skipped right past that, and now it's going straight to the built-in operating system, which in this case is Windows 8 Pro. This will protect you from more than just the Windows 8 startup disk. It'll protect you from any number of third-party rescue CDs that are available out there. The same technique I used with the Windows 8 Pro boot CD can be used with any number of those rescue CDs. So you do want to set a BIOS password, you do want to change the boot order so that your hard drive is the first device to start. And that is it. Catch you next time for part 4.